We're filming, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Hey, this is Joel. It's Story Pipe. This is Jack. He decided to join me because that's what we do now. Elderly motorist stunned by switch to right-hand traffic in 1967. A 79-year-old motorist in Sweden who hadn't driven to town in more than 40 years told a court he was stunned to discover that the country had switched from left to right-hand traffic in 1967. The man, whose name was not disclosed, was in court in the southern Swedish town of Karlskrona on a charge of reckless driving after he backed into traffic coming in the opposite direction, forcing motorists in both directions to slam on the brakes, the local daily Sydostran reported. He then crashed into a traffic light, sending it toppling and causing damage to the rear of his car before continuing driving. Because now that the traffic light's gone, there's no more. There's no obstructions. A police car with sirens and flashing lights wasn't enough to get the man to pull over, so police had to use their patrol car to cut him off in the middle of the road. The man from the small town of Holmsjö, I know I'm butchering those names, north of Karlskrona, told the court he had not driven in Karlskrona for more than 40 years and was unaware that Sweden had switched to driving on the right side of the road in 1967. He said he had got lost while taking his car in for a routine inspection. He should have picked up that lady on the bus, right?
Oh, the one who went.
The one who got on the wrong bus and didn't see her family for 25 years. He was sentenced to a fine, the amount of which was not disclosed. I have certain problems with the logic of this because think about it. You haven't driven into town for more than 40 years. And part of your reason for going into town is for routine maintenance.
Well, you know, he drives a Saab. He only has to get that done once every 40 years.
Yeah, I mean, in like 40 years, you know, let's say we start driving at 16 in this country. He'd be 56.
Right.
He'd be 56. It would have been his first car by our standards. It would have been his first car ever, you know.
Right.
I'm thinking that his excuse is a big lie. I'm thinking he's lying, and he's doing it in Swedish, which makes it all the worse. Okay, good night.